Here we're going to simplify radicals, but notice now instead of having square roots, we have cube roots. That means we need to pull out factors in groups of 3. So let's begin, first of all, by thinking of this as the cube root of this fraction. So since both of these are cube roots, I'm going to write this as a single cube root. So we have the cube root of 6c to the 4th, d to the 14th in the numerator, and in the denominator we have 48, c to the negative 2nd, d squared. And you might be wondering why I did that, but actually I'm going to do that so I can simplify this fraction a little bit before we take the cube root. It'll make it easier for us in the long run. So I can see that 6 goes into 48 8 times. And here we have c to the 4th and c to the negative 2nd. To make this exponent positive, I'm going to put the c to the 2nd into the numerator, so we're going to end up having c to the 6th here. And then d to the 14th divided by d to the 2nd means that this becomes d to the 12th, subtracting the exponents, 2 subtracted from 14. So what do we have left under the radical here? Well, in the numerator, I have 1, then I have c to the 6th, and I have d to the 12th. And in the denominator, I just have an 8. So now I need to think about pulling out groups of 3 factors. So I need to take the cube root of 8 in the denominator, which I know is 2, and the cube root of c to the 6th, which will be c squared, and the cube root of d to the 12th, which will be d to the 4th. Now you might be wondering, how did I figure out the d to the 4th and the c to the 2nd? Easiest way to figure this out is to take the exponent and divide it by the root. In other words, here we've got c to the 6th. I know that that's really c multiplied by itself 6 times, and because I'm taking the cube root, I need to pull out factors of c in groups of 3. So here's a group of 3 factors of c, and here's a group of 3 factors of c. I have 2 groups of 3 factors of c. And we could do something similar for d to the 12th. However, there's another way we could do this. I could take the exponent and divide by the root here, the fact that we've got a cube root, to see how many groups of 3 we have in 12. And in this case, we'd have 4. So that's another way to calculate that exponent, is to take the exponent here, 12, and divide it by the root of 3 to see how many groups of 3 we have in 12.